Hi guys, sorry for my appearance, not so fancy. Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. I love it when it's not that hot. I guess I miss my Krasnodar, my Russia, my south. Such a nice weather always there. I had so much thoughts today and I wanted to deliver and record it because if I don't say it, if I don't record, that's why I was having a diary before until my stupid husband hacked my diary and used it in a court. So I had to stop writing everything, but I mean, I'm kind of like choosing right now what I'm saying, so I hope it will not hurt me in any way in the future. But I was thinking about love today, about selfishness, about suffer, about pain, about many different things while, you know, I have lots of time when I drive to work. So, and first thing, it was about love, right? Because I had experienced many times, let's be honest, I fell in love many times during my life, and not like, you know, not hard, like, but, you know, fall in love and fall out of love, whatever, you know, it's a usual thing. And then I discovered that it's not about them, not about my victims, it's about me, about the way I feel, about the way they make me feel. So, and then I figure out that I can fall in love with anything, with anyone. I can fall in love with tree if you want to, you know. So it's all about you, because if you don't have gender, if you don't have substance, I mean substance you have, if you don't have a certain form, you know, like if you don't relate to a human race, but you can relate to a drop of crystal, you know, drop of cup, I mean water. Sorry for my English, it's very hard to explain sometimes. I can't explain myself fully in Russian anymore, and I can't explain myself in English. It's like disabled person. So anyway, I thought that you suffer when someone don't love you, someone doesn't love you or don't love you, someone it is, right? So it doesn't love you. Anyway, so you suffer from it, right? But in reality, it's because you are selfish. If you really learn to give away your love and you do it from the heart and you don't really how to say it, it's so hard to explain. Oh my god, I always had troubles with explanation of my feelings. The point is, when people say, oh, I'm in pain, I'm afraid to fall in love, oh my goodness, maybe he's not gonna reciprocate the feelings, whatever, he's not gonna love me back. In reality, it doesn't even matter if someone loves you back, because all the love you give, it's you. It's you, and the love is about giving, and about it's not about being kind, and it's not about sympathy, and it's not about spending money on someone. It's about spiritual connection, when you understand the person, when you are that person. That's interesting. Like, I don't know, I'm coming up with the new ideas when I'm talking to you, with new philosophy. So that was an idea about love, right? And about pain, I always enjoyed inflict pain or receive pain, and I couldn't understand what is it about the pain. So and actually, when you are in pain, I love that fact, because that makes you develop, that develops your develops your brain, develops, you know, because it's somehow connecting, you know, to your neurons, and it makes, like, you know, it's almost like you are constantly on drugs, and you are you're thinking, and the thinking process is not just when you're reading a book. It's a internal process. So it's something happening, some sort of chemistry. That's why I love pain. And I forgot something I wanted to tell you about pain. So oh yes, about comfort zone. So pain is something out of your comfort zone. That's an interesting idea I just learned today, that when you are sitting home in a comfortable, beautiful leather sofa, wherever, I don't know, and your mom and dad taking care of you the way I had it done, you are never gonna develop yourself. Like you will never understand what is this. Like, now I just passed Fifth Avenue and I was passing by a Valentino store and I started laughing because it's so hilarious. Like everything, the whole idea of that fashion and beautiful high ceilings, and it's just so fancy. And I will always think like, oh my God, like what those women think about when they walk into the store. And I was one of these women. I loved it. I mean, maybe I didn't have billions and millions of dollars, but it's all relevant on the stratus, so I mean, compared to someone, I had that experience. So it's all about experience. You never can be the richest person in the world, and you never can be the smartest person in the world. There is always a relevant, it's a comparison to someone else. So I looked at that, Valentina store, and I kind of smiled, because how pathetic is that? Just because it's on Fifth Avenue, just because the marble are all over the place, just because the ceilings are high, you think that the stuff is cool and fashionable and you want to get it. I was shocked about that. And absolutely, like with fancy music, you think that stupid bag, it's worth like $10,000-$20,000, but it's not. How funny is that everything made by human is stupid? Except the actual human. We are not. But we sometimes fall into the false values, and I think you have to do something by yourself. Like I had to move in here because all I ever wanted, I wanted to have status. I wanted to get out like that, dependency from my family, from possible husband. And here we go, here I am. I'm not dependent from anyone. That's exactly what I wanted. And I came to realization that I don't need it. That's so funny. Like that once you get it and you made
in
it,
800 feet, continue straight to stay on Broadway.
You just realize that that's not important anymore. Money is only important on the basic level. So I basically had that level. I didn't need to move all the way to another country.
Continue straight to stay on Broadway.
And suffer so much and try to roll and roll and roll to get to what it is. I mean, it's great. I'm very thankful to my destiny and God that I got this opportunity, because I think I would never grow so much, in my intelligence way, in a spiritual way. So the whole idea about love and pain and suffer and all of that, it's your level of development, like Buddha, when he was struggling and didn't eat and was living somewhere in the mountains, that's basically what he was doing, because when I was learning back, home in Russia about all these levels and circles and like how they the way they believe, Buddhists, and I was thinking that's interesting. I mean, I thought it's all about something sophisticated.
In a quarter mile, use the middle lane to turn right onto Washington Place.
Something like the person wanted to experience, entertain himself. No, it's not like that. It wasn't just for fun. He was like, oh, let me go on a diet, It was more about his comfort zone, because when you feel comfortable, you will never succeed. You have to make your life hard. You have to make it difficult. You have to go through a lot of stuff. Whatever stuff God give you, like it's your own things you need to pass. So, some people who has not passed their lessons, they are given that lessons to pass. So I just came to that realization today. I loved it. So I don't know. I don't know if you understand me, guys. Like if you can relate to that, you can comment and let me know that I'm not the only one crazy person in the world. Thank you for listening. And let me know if you understood the idea about the comfort zone and pain, if it's related. Just wanted to see. Thank you. Have a good day. I love you. Bye.